Let's say trading great again. Future Thought has this to say. We watch all of your streams, cause it's not fun to trade alone. It wasn't just your trades, it's your blood, your sweat, your code. Patrick blazed the trail, roaring loud into the air. We watched him carve his name, we studied every stair. Now here we are, my brothers, future's floor is at your door. We've learned from all your battles, and we crave the trading war. Gonna take a chance and prove our name. That's the price to play this trading game. Future's floor. Future's floor, come and trade on the floor. Future's floor, come and trade on the floor. Future's floor, come and trade on the floor. Future's floor is the stream you really need to see.
This live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today. So, were you entertained with that song? Because this live stream is for entertainment only. Well, I'm looking here quickly at the markets, and I am seeing that absolutely nothing happened after 12 o'clock. So it's a good thing I didn't stay on the charts, nor come back at 3 o'clock. If I would have come back even at 2:30, there was 2 trades in the hour and a half. If I came back a little bit earlier, actually no, 2:32. That's when I would come back. There would have been 3 trades, 2 losers, 1 winner. So good thing I didn't come back, and the range was like 50 points. That's lousy. Wow, we must have gotten into some low ATRs. Let's connect up. Let's connect up and see what we got. Oh, you know what? I can't trade the Bulenox. I didn't adjust the PDLLs yet, and I don't want to go into that, so but I am curious about one thing. I'm curious to see how the algo would have done in the afternoon. I'm going to be testing that on the weekend. The bot. Man versus machine. Who's better? Let us see. At 12:30, we would have taken a short and gone, taken a losing trade. Then we would have gone long and taken a losing trade. Then we had a winner, a winner, a loser, a winner, a loser. No, even in the low volatility environment, look at that, 3. Shit, it was probably even under 2 at some point. But yet the volume was always positive, the OBV. I'm wondering if we assume over 100,000 is bullish. You know, there's probably a lot of information to be taken out of that OBV. 15 minutes, what did we do? We traded lower, we traded higher. I said we would take out the Asia session low. We didn't. But we did trade above VWAP the entire period again, the entire session. VWAP is really holding price lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed. And what did I just close? Well, you know what the great thing about closing something is? You open up another bunch of screens. You close, this is a little hack. You close the workspace you were on, but then it asks you if you want to save it. And you go, no. And then you go back to that workspace and you open it. And lo and behold, it's back to where it should be. Okay, I gotta disconnect from there. Connect to here. Markets are opening in 6 minutes. We have a 121 point spread. 21,908, but the bid is 22,000 and the offer is 21,907. So that indicates a higher open. And if there's a lot of dead time, which is what it looks like it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a summer months type of boring opening. So, I don't know. I'll have to find something to do. Keep myself busy. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I work on my image. I'm going to work on a new thumbnail. What I gotta do, I gotta create a source where you can see part of my screen, or my screen capture, so I can show you. Can not only show you what I'm working on the thumbnails, but you guys can give me some input whether or not you like it. Yeah, let's try this. See if it works. Market's opening in 2.5 minutes. Well, you know what? It gave me a prompt. I'm going to try it in a couple of other places. I don't use, believe it or not, I don't use Grok anymore for images. I used to use Grok for images, but ChatGPT 4.0 became really good at making images. Generate photos from text. Let's try image effects on this one. Let's see what we get. Just out of curiosity. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, you don't want to give me a close button on this thing? So let's see what we got on ChatGPT markets. Oh my God, it almost looked like the markets were open. 5:58, another minute. No, that's 2 minutes. No, it was 5:58 and 57 seconds. That's why it's another minute. 5:59. We still have a bid at 22,028, but now the offer is lower. It's at 21,897. Hey, perfect. That's good. And the last time I saw that, it was more, let me just add. Oh, okay. You opened up the darkness. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, perfect. Share. Share is not download? How do you download the image? Ah, that's funny. Download is a down arrow. Share is an up arrow. Perfect. And let's see what the image. Oh, those are nice too. I think I prefer these. Let's download some of these versions. Markets are open, and we open kind of lower. We're on Apex. That's the fuck you wick that they do there, 920, 902, where they screw the market orders on both sides and profit from that. Let's download them all. Download, 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 download. Did I download them all? I don't even remember. Yes, I did. Okay, now we're going to regenerate it. We're going to give the bot female features. See what? That was it? So fast? I don't know if it regenerated. Let's try again. And we'll make it green. So we opened kind of lower here. I don't know. I don't believe the open was 910. The open was probably around 901, down 4 points after 2 minutes. Nothing special. Last one. And we'll take it from there. Really? That's all you're going to give me? Maybe if we get rid of cool tones. Around 606, I think we can... Okay. That's enough. We got a whole bunch of variations, plenty to work with. 15-minute ORB sucks. Why most traders lose and how to fix it. We finally broke the limit. Oh, there's a survivor of the crash of the plane. Lone survivor emerges unscathed. Wow. One person survives the plane crash and he's not even injured. That's crazy. Funny. Well, I want to see what Marty from the moving average says about the ORB, why it sucks, why everyone loses but he doesn't. I'm sure this is going to be a good one. Yeah, it is. It is everywhere right now. I just listened to the first 3 seconds. Yo, what's up? Working on some images. I'm gonna try and create a man versus machine. Since we're trading the bot, and since it looks good still, I think it had a $700 date today, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to create a thumbnail that's man versus machine. I mean, I trade manually, and then the machine is trading, the machine being the computer. I'm going to run it tonight also in the PM, but I don't think the PM session. I'm noticing, I thought low volatility would be good, but I'm noticing that low volatility is really bad. It seems to take a lot of losses, which is really weird. How is it having more continuation so that it actually stops out? But somehow it is. Or it's just an observation that I'm making and it's not correct. Anyways, let's run it and see. For tonight. What's up with you, Antonio, by the way? You trading tonight? Or just surfing the net? Not sure we'll find a trade tonight. Whoa, the volatility just died, eh? We just didn't go anywhere for the rest of the session after I closed down. Ha! Ha! Me too. I wanted to get into a short. Look at me with all the balls saying me too. I'm not in a short. Me too. No, I mean I wanted to be in a short, yes, it's pretty much since the open, but Holy shit, I didn't put on my clicker. But I didn't get a valid setup, and I gotta stay away from impulsive trades. Not to say that your trade is impulsive, but if I were to take it, it would be considered impulsive because I don't have an official setup for this. And if you don't have an official setup, then it's called an impulsive trade. Sparky, I'm not giving you more food. All quiet on the internal front. How come you didn't get, oh, it's not open. You have a target on your short? Is there anything that we can target? Ooh, let's look at the 5-minute chart, maybe. I'm not on the screen with the 5-minute chart. I still haven't fixed my camera. Like, it's so hard to put up. I haven't done it, though. We have anything we can kind of logically target? I guess the Wednesday's closed at 882, 10 points away. VWAP was there at 880, not there anymore. Wow, I think I'm going to sit here and probably not get a setup. $89 plus 7, what's that, 96? I'll take a 1 lot. Which account? I don't even know. Okay, a little 1 lot for entertainment. Tradertainment, not going to do any damage. Worst case scenario, I lose around $16. I'll be targeting 82 on this. Yes, sirree, all the way down by 82. And based on the current volatility, that might take me all the way to 9:30 tonight. So 12 points, and where's my stop? 89 plus 14. Well, 90 plus 14 is 04, so that would be 03. So my stop is about here. I put it a little higher. There's my stop. And there's my take profit. Sparky, 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 what are you doing? Well, I'm on the shitty 5-minute chart doing nothing. Why not fix my camera? Mike's camera. Let's get rid of that one. Well, we went up pretty high, so I suspect we're going down for liquidity before we breach higher. Well, before I said I'm in the short with you, and that was incorrect, and I corrected myself. But now I'm in the short with you. I don't know what your, I don't know what you. Wow, dealer drew. Dealer has been drawing over 90 lately. You came close, but that's weird. 92, 95, 97, 100, 74, 44. Okay, let's get a winning draw here. There you go. Dealer 23. Stop on a winner. There we go. That's it. Stop on a winner. I think that's a great way to get the momentum going in your favor. The momentum of the game has changed now. You're starting to be a winner. Okay, my camera. Background green screen. Why is this not working? Nothing is working. I can't. I get it. I get it. Camera. Boo, boo, boo. What about this one? Okay, yeah, that's my background. Or one of my backgrounds. I don't want this one. You know what? This whole camera group is going to go. This whole camera group is going to go. Remove. Yes. Let's go get the camera group from headset mic. What's the headset mic? Audio. I don't even know what these are. Headset mic. Ah, the mic for my headset. I don't use it anymore. Why don't I use it anymore? Why did I switch? Anyways, let's still try and fix the camera. Well, the markets went against me a little bit. But let's see if we can get our 82. 82 would be good. I'm going to switch scenes and go pull out my camera from the other one if I can. Okay, so private. Why is it private? Anyways, let's just copy. Go here. We'll fix it later. Paste duplicate. Be patient with me as we set up the screen. Ah, Antonio, you were MF, that stands for my fault, right? Okay, we're going lower. Dealer gets in the 90s again. 32. That's 4 in a row. That's really weird. And this is random number generation. Dill mine. Mine. That sounds German. We don't speak German here. Come on, you can't lose this one. There we go. So what, it's a 4-2? The Führer. That's 42. 4-2, you lost 4, you won 2. Hey, look, we're going lower. 81. 57. You like how it waits? I put in that pause. I had that pause put in. But you got to end a winner. And you got the chip, so you might as well. It's not costing you anything. You can't quit as a loser. The whole purpose is to make you feel good. Finish on a winning hand. 61. Here you go. I'm feeling lucky. You had a 39% chance of winning. One more. That's 5-2. Oh, look at that. 99% chance of winning. There we go. Let's make this a little, we'll keep that big for now. Yeah, that was easy. That was 5-3. It's not bad. Let's bring in the camera from the other source scene, whatever it's called. Copy. I had to fix this. It's been a long time I had to fix this. So paste duplicate. Shit. You know what's going to happen? I think if I change the way my orientation, nice short. Yeah. Well, it was pretty obvious the short, but we didn't get down to 82 yet. And normally I would get out and take my profit here, but then what am I going to do for the next hour? That's the problem. Anyways, yeah, I'm looking the wrong way. I'm looking the wrong way. So let me go transform, flip horizontal. Now I'm looking the right way, but what about on this one? I think it flipped it. No, it didn't flip it. Okay. Last time I tried that, it flipped it. So now I can try and fix it. Make it look a little prettier, a little cleaner, and let's get the time reference up. Move that in the top corner. Move that over here. I can't really see if it looks clean yet, but I'm getting there. And doop. Don't need you. Open up. How are we doing? 87. We got down to 84. Well, I guess that's a good enough of a target. It's a little bit more than 1-to-1. It doesn't fill me. It goes in the opposite direction. There we go. Okay. First trade in. If I would have traded 10 times size, it would have been for 169 instead of 16, but we didn't do that. Hey, you know where I'm going to put the time? I got room. Let's put it in the middle there like that. Okay. That wasn't so hard, was it? You still in your short? 86, 87. Buyers are hibernating. I'm not sure about that. The unbalanced volume is always positive, and it's positive over 100K. That means there's more money coming into the upticks than there's money coming out on the downticks. And 143K is pretty high. That's that brown orange line, whatever you want to call it, on the black chart, on the 1 minute chart. Let's switch screens anyways. But yeah, I've been noticing it's been over 100K. That's pretty strong. Kind of makes me not trust any sell-off. And on the daily, I guess the slope of the let's change this. Let's show the aggressivity of the first slope of the first run. And now we'll draw in another line. Oops. There should be an undo in Ninja. I think it's F3. Yeah. Now we seem to be going up at less of an enthusiastic amount, but nonetheless, look at the volume where we were over here again. This is counting the volume in, the volume out. We were down, it's over here, and we were at 25 million. Now we're not even, we're still like 1,000 points away, or maybe, let's be accurate, 700 points away. But we're at 28 million. So again, even on the daily, more volumes coming in. There's an undertone of buying, and it's strong and it's aggressive. The longs are there, and they're buying with a larger size than the shorts are selling. Overall, net. Well, there's my 82. Did we hit 82? I see 82 and a quarter. I was holding out for 82, but in the end, what did I get in the end? How bad did I get out? How much worse? 85.75. Okay, nothing much worse. There we go. There's the 82. We even broke through it. 3 and 3/4 points I gave up. Big deal. It's not going to change anybody's life, right? Yeah, it's too bad. You know what? I'm gonna move the bot over onto another computer so I can back test during this kind of quiet times. Can't do it now because I got to do an export file and then transfer it over to another computer, but definitely gonna do that because I'm curious to run it. I didn't even try version 2 yet, not even for a second. I want to know how version 2 does. Nobody's having a 90% off sale, so I can get a dirt cheap account and run it on the yeah. Don't let it bother you. If you took a decent amount of points out of it, be happy with the winner. In the world of you gotta be kidding me. In the world of probabilities of all the things that could have happened, having a green trade and it runs still more in your favor is a good problem to have. I've learned not to beat myself up over that. You know what? I don't think I've ever had a trade in my entire life where I didn't look back and see a way that I could have executed better. So I think you just have to accept, are you in Discord right now? Yeah, I am, actually. I am, and I think I'm in the public channel. I go in the public channel now. I think. I don't know. Remember, I'm an old man with bad memory. Let me see. Yes, I'm in the public room. The old man with bad memory is, oh shit, I pulled that paper out. I didn't want to. That's no good. Oh well, that's gonna be out of. Okay, what the fuck? Where the hell is my OBS? There we go. Do you ever leave runners? Hey, Darius. I want to right now. Yeah, I'm in Discord right now. I stream I stream out of Discord. I use my Discord to capture my camera, believe it or not. I'm not even sure why I do that anymore. I got into the habit of doing that with Joker, and because of the co-stream, and now I do it as a habit. Oh, I hear a mic. I hear a mic. Wait, we're getting someone from the moon. Someone's coming in from from the lunar landing. Who's in there? I hear you. You don't hear me? I hear you good. Better than last time. Last time you were super quiet. Hold on, let me find you and get those green dots open. Ah, user volume, you're on full. Okay, we got a nice shot of Antonio Yo-Yo's under his desk. And actually, it took my camera. Take a look. You took my what do you call it? You took my space? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you dropped me lower. Yeah, I'm in the dark also, but I have a desk light. I have one of those ring lights, so it lightens up my face. Otherwise, it gets too dark. I feel bad. My cat's down here, living in the dark all the time. Okay, so hold on. You know what? I don't know why. There you go. What screen am I showing? I'm showing this screen. Since I'm showing this screen, there is a double. Let me just find that. I know there's a double. How about this one? Booyah. There we go. Look how fast that was, eh? Yeah, it did. No, did it really? You're right. You're right. I got out at 82. It looks like it went down to 62, but yeah, not only who cares, who knows. You know, you don't know. We don't know. You know. Yeah. I have no idea. You know what, I asked ChatGPT and they got it all wrong. All I know is that I was certain it was 9 p.m. Eastern time based on what ChatGPT told me because it completely confirmed that that's when the exchange is open. Our time, 9 p.m. Well, you know what I think it is? I think it's just like the bond market opens an hour earlier. They release all the news an hour earlier before the markets. I think it's just like here. The banks or the banking hours is 1 hour before the markets open. So the Asia Open is probably just like here. The 8 o'clock Asia Open is like our 8:30, and that's why we get that spike. And then that's what ChatGPT was confused about because it was telling me when all the exchanges open, and that would be 9 p.m. Yeah, Darius, do I hold runners? No, I'm terrible at holding runners, and I'm trying to get better at that. But you know what? Here's a perfect example. Antonio was just saying, where did he go? What did he just say here? He's pissed that he got out of the short because it went further. That doesn't bother me. But you know what bothers me? When I have a profit and it rotates in the other opposite direction and it takes it back from me. That bothers me. So my personality is different. So I have a very hard time letting the trades run. And Joker's told me so many times already. Just hold a piece. I mean, I couldn't hold a piece of this one. I'm assuming we were going to have very low volatility, so I only took a one lot. But in general, during the day, when I take, 3, 4, 5 lots, to hold at least one and let it go. Yeah, is that it? Round tripping? Yeah. So my usual target is like if I get 7 points, I'm happy. And I sold at 95 and I got out 90. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Anyways, I got 10, 11. Well, I'm up $16 after commission. 17, 18. I got 9 points. There, the math is easy. So that's 2 points better than more than I try for. So I'm good. I'm happy. It could have hit my target and rotated back. It could have round tripped. Why are you trading? Why are any of us trading in these hours? Isn't it a mistake? Aren't we just... Do you know if you do better during the evening session or if you do decent in the evening session, or are you just break even or giving back? Anybody? Antonio?
or like make two bad ones, blah blah blah. But I think early in the morning, it's either you make a good trade or make a bad trade. After that, it's just bad trade, bad trade, bad trade.
It
I
is.
don't really like the NY session, to be honest.
Yeah. Need not the afternoon session either.
No, I like the afternoon session a lot better.
Yeah.
But it's because in the afternoon, it's kind of like, I don't want to say consistent because this isn't consistent at all. But you don't have those like 5 minute crazy moves. You know what I mean? More
Mm.
like a 30-minute move. And have I been looking at the 30-minute and the 1 hour candles? I mean, those are a lot easier to pick up.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. They're 30-minute moves. The moves in the morning are compressed and the
Hmm.
moves in the evening are forever. And I'm used to
Dude,
my
oh my
average
God.
holding time is under a minute, so it's brutal for me when I got to hold a trade for 12 minutes.
Dude, I'm over here holding it for like 2 hours.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Darius. Yeah, gold. I was trading gold, but you know what? In the end, I got hurt on it again a few times, and probably my fault. My fault. I didn't fight for price. I chased. I would get an entry, and instead of waiting for it to, to make sure I get my price, I would chase. And my target was $2, and I was paying 50 cents more. So I don't know. And then I'd get pissed, and my stop would get hit, but I couldn't. Get even the price for my stop, and I don't know. It was messing with my ability to trade properly. I stopped. I took it off. I took off all my gold. Well, I didn't take off all my gold charts, but I took off the ones I was using for trading. I still have this one here. I don't need that anymore, but I'm watching it on the daily. I watch it on the daily, but yeah, no, I'm not trading. I'll come back to it, I'm sure, because I'm working
give
on
me one
my.
second. I'll be back.
Sounds good. I'm working on my discipline and making sure that I trade according to my plan. Again, I don't know if you've seen my clicker. I'm supposed to use that and make callouts every time I take a trade just to make sure my brain's online. I'm not trading impulsively or on autopilot. That's my check-in. Sounds odd, maybe a little bit, but it's working. It's working. Not only is it working, it's working very well. I don't know if you're following the drama with the I call it drama with the bot, but it's having a good week so far. It had an $800 day today, I think 840 if I'm not mistaken. Check the last couple of minutes of my stream today if you want to really know. But it's up for the week. So far, I think it had a $750 day on Monday. Again, I'm going by memory, so don't quote me on this, but I think it was about a 750 some odd dollar day on Monday. I think on Tuesday it was minus 200 or minus 500. I think on Wednesday it was minus 200 or minus 500. One was minus 5, one was minus 2. But in general, it was up about $100 net on those 3 days, and today at 800, so it's almost up 1,000 on the week. And I did you a disservice, Antonio. Can you hear me?
All right, I'm back. My bad.
I said I did you a disservice.
Oh, what?
The bot was supposed to be called Madman Tonio, and then the one I was kind of doing, I still didn't code it really the way I wanted to, and I got frustrated and I renamed it. I gotta put the
What'd you
name
rename?
back. Well, but in Discord, I'm calling it Strategy
Oh,
X, like
the
with no
strategy.
name.
Yeah.
But Strategy X because it means it doesn't have a name. But on
Ah, okay, okay.
but in Ninja, I have it called. I don't even know how to read this. Denim Extronomics. I don't know where I got that. You'd think I was doing acid at the time or
Right?
something.
It's like highly generated.
Crazy. And that's going full auto in one account. Are you still trading with the bot manually? No, I can't say. I mean, occasionally I'll take a trade, but it's not an official trade yet. I haven't graduated it to something that's part of my playbook. So if I take it, it's considered an impulsive trade. So I shouldn't be trading it manually. But I still do take it a couple of times. Because my personality fits more with buying on a pullback or buying on a retrace. And my actual real system, or the one that I trade the most, that gives me that 70% edge when I'm telling you we have a 70% chance of this hitting or that hitting. That one trades continuation bars. It waits for a pullback, but then it waits for a continuation. So, and so officially I'm saying it here on stream, out of honesty and respect to Antonio, I will rename it this weekend back to Madman Antonio, which is what it should have been called, even though I kind of created multiple versions. Yeah, gathering the data for now, and I have version 2, which I think will do even better than version 1, because wasn't it you that told me let's dump the 2-bar retrace and just go for the 3-bar? I think it was you. Pretty sure it was you, Darius. Yeah, so I think that's version 2. It only takes the 3-bar retrace. I think it'll do better. I haven't had a chance at all, not even to test it for 1 second. Shit, 4.53 points range on the 1-minute chart, trading sideways now. However, there's only been one direction really since the open, and it's been down. So do we have a trade to get back to the 5 o'clock close at 9:08, get above VWAP?
If you look at the 30-minute candle, it looks really good to go up, I think, to retrace
You
the
guys,
other.
you guys and all your time frames. I think it
Yeah.
was you or somebody convinced me to put up the 60-minute. Now I need the 30-minute. How do you have
Yeah,
charts? Uh,
it was me and Witch of the 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour,
uh,
15-minute.
yeah, I occasionally look in on the 60-minute, but nah, 15-minute is good enough for me. 15, 5-minute, and 1-minute, plus the Rankos, that's 4 charts. Yeah, and me too with Darius. I'm really eager to see the data on the 3-bar only, because if we can make it stronger, take less trades, make more money, anytime you can raise the average profit per trade, that's a good thing. And that is what it looked like it was going to do. Raise the average profit per trade. So now we might get a close above the most recent swing high. So we might start to trade
Oh,
higher
I'm
a
in a
little
buy
bit.
right now.
Are you already? Fuck, you're like wood
Yeah,
chip, getting in earlier, getting in before me all the time.
it's because on the 30-minute, we're right underneath that candle, 30-minute candle close.
Okay,
I'm
but
pretty sure it's gonna go up.
I'll put
Yeah.
it. You convinced me. I'll put in. I'm gonna get rid of my 60. I'm putting in the 30. Let's see.
I mean, even on the hour chart, it looks crazy. It looks like you were literally buy right now underneath the candle.
So what do you see on the 30-minute? What were you saying? It's I don't see anything. What are you seeing on the 30
Oh,
minute?
it's cause I'm on ES. I forgot. I
Ah,
forgot. Yeah, I'm on
you're
ES.
trading ES.
Yeah, I'm trading ES right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's because usually when I want to get like on my live account, I go on MNQ, but whenever I want to like go on eval, I usually just do ES.
yeah.
I'm trying to open up my fourth eval on TopStep right.
Oh, no kidding.
But it's because on ES, I mean it's like what, like 10 contracts per one, I think, compared to MNQ.
Yeah,
I could just trade NQ, but the same thing. I feel like NQ is more volatile.
it
I feel like
is.
ES
It is. It
is
is.
a little more
And
calm.
gold's even crazier. Gold is crazy.
Yeah.
It
Oh
really
no, dude,
is.
I can't even trade gold. I'm not gonna lie to you. People who trade gold have to have like superb analysis or just fucking full sending it, because 1 second is down, the next, like literally the next afternoon, it's all the way up
Yeah,
higher than it's been. It's crazy.
it's a tough animal, but it looks like it has a lot of potential if you could. Well, not if you could. I have to speak about me. If I could figure it out, and
Oh
I'm
no, of course, yeah. Because I mean, once it decides to go one way, it'll go that way though. whole afternoon,
Yeah.
and then they'll go back up. But
Mm.
it'll take the whole afternoon to go down. That's why I personally don't like it, because I mean I like to get my entry retest at least. You know what I mean? If it's going the opposite direction, like at least break even.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny, Darius, when you said that long on ES and short on NQ. I know a lot of people were looking at spread trading the ES and the NQ.
Hmm.
I tried that a few times. Didn't work for me.
You know what I've noticed? If you put MNQ and or if you put NQ and ES next to each other, like one of them is like 2 seconds or 3 seconds ahead of the other one
Oh
every
yeah?
time, right? So when a big candle comes, you can like close out before it actually registers on the other
No
one.
kidding.
If you're on the lucky one by chance, like
Yeah,
this morning, the left one, I mean the ES was like I think 2 seconds behind the NQ. So every time the NQ dropped, I could just get out before it
yeah.
came out.
Get out, get in. What do you mean get out?
No, because
Reverse. Take
I mean
advantage.
it's in the opposite direction from where I want to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The all trade New
Yeah.
York AM. Yeah, of course. You haven't been around on the AM stream? Thought you'd been around on the AM stream. Actually, I started streaming earlier. The past couple of days I started streaming 8:15, I think even 7:30. I did an all-nighter. I thought you were there on that too. I never remember who shows up.
I think he was there on that liquidator, right?
Yeah, liquidator. But yeah,
Or maybe that was Carrie, right? That was Carrie. I think that was
Carrie,
him.
Carrie was there. I haven't seen
Yeah,
Carrie
that
in
was
a while.
Carrie.
But I prefer the AM. I get frustrated in the evening session. I love the 6 o'clock to 6:30 because there's a little bit of movement, but then I just kind of feel like,
You're being a dead horse.
yeah, I kind of feel like I'm taking a gamble.
Move,
Well,
move, please.
yeah, will it move? That's the question. Will it move? Am I adding another obstacle to a trade? It's already hard enough to trade, but if you don't even know if there's
Hmm.
going to be any volatility, like if the range is going to fall to 2 points,
And then the worst part is it does move, but it moves the opposite direction.
uh,
Oh fuck, that's hilarious.
yeah. And then you say to yourself, well, it's barely moving.
Well, I'll just stay in it,
I'll
right?
just hang on, and then it goes like a freight. It just continues. Like, okay.
It's it needed you put the volatility, right? I feel the same way, man. Oh man, there's been so many times where I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I must be just part of the liquidity sweep. Literally.
Yeah, I say that too, but then I remind myself that we're trading on sim, so they're not taking our
Yo,
trades into account. Darius, I don't know if you're in the mood, but if you want, you can just hop in on the Discord. We're in the public channel. I'll have to adjust my camera again. You don't even have to turn your camera on. You can just have your little icon. If you're in the mood and chatting, anybody actually. I like group chats. As long as you're wearing a shirt. Keep your shirt on. All of you, whoever comes in, not Darius in particular. Darius, I don't even know what you look like, Darius.
he happens to be the only one with like a bodybuilding physique.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like, damn. First thing I was gonna do.
Look, I don't know if you heard the story. I did a TikTok stream a while back. Someone managed to come into it. I have no idea. I guess I don't know how to use it. They managed to come into it, and I couldn't get rid of them. Like, I could get rid of you. I could remove
You
you.
couldn't get him out.
I couldn't get him out. The only way was to close the stream down.
Hey, dude, can you just leave?
He
You
was
should have told him
wasted.
that.
It was like late in the morning. He was wasted. He was doing the breathalyzer test. Like he wanted, I don't know. Anyways, it was funny.
For a bit.
Yeah, for a bit. I don't know. TikTok's pretty useless, I find.
I feel like TikTok is good when you want to make something like noticeable. If that
Mm.
makes sense. Like if you want to bring attention to a certain specific idea, you know what I mean?
But I think everybody is doing the same thing on TikTok. I think TikTok is full of content creators. Where's Joker been at? I don't know. Yesterday I think we were supposed to stream yesterday, and like an idiot, I completely forgot I was going to my boy's grad. And then we went out for supper, and I knew we were going out for supper. I just somehow I miscalculated and thought I'd be home at 6. And then I had to have my daughter contact him and tell him that my dad's not going to be home till late. So we didn't stream yesterday. And then I think this morning he told me he's not streaming this week. So he's taking the night off. And he starts, when he does come on, he usually comes on later around this. I like starting at 6. Actually, I like starting at 5:30 and doing a little work while I'm on stream. He likes streaming around 8:30. But it's tough, it's tough. We both got families and kind of abandoning them during supper hours. I am in a state of waiting for another trade. And I don't know what. Oh! I thought you meant like if we're stoned or drunk. What state are you in? I read that one wrong. Okay, no, I'm in Quebec, Canada. I'm in a province. I'm not even in a state.
That's why. So you get a pass. I was about to say, get your mind out the gutter.
That was funny. What state are you in? I know, I guess it's because I was just talking about the guy being drunk, and then like 2 seconds later he says, "What state are you
He
in?"
was like, "Aren't you drunk?"
What state are you in?
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Wisconsin. Wow. Well, that's probably a place I'll never be to in my entire life. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I don't even know where that is on the map.
I think it's up north, by California. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe I'm
Oh yeah, it's on the west coast. Seattle. Oh, okay.
Seattle. Yeah, I'm right. Okay.
Oh
Woo.
yeah, you are right.
Well, no, I'm not right. It's not by California. My bad. It's up north by Chicago. There we go. Easy. Not so bad.
Yeah, but you had the west coast, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
No, really? Oh, now you're gonna make me want to open up a map because you said Seattle. Isn't Seattle on the west coast? Butter stunts. Oh, butter stunts. Butter stunts. You're in the middle of the country, just north of Chicago.
yeah.
Or butter stunts? Are you telling me that Seattle is in the middle of the country? Because Seattle's not in the middle of the country.
No, Seattle's by Seattle has to be by California, isn't it?
Yeah. Seattle is
Yeah.
it's on the west coast. That I'm pretty sure of.
By Vancouver.
Anyways, what's important is that all of you know how to get home when you go to work. I don't need
Boom.
to. I don't need to know. I don't need to know where everything is. You just need to know how to get home when you go to work. Canada above and Oregon and Cali below me. I'm talking about Wisconsin. Okay, Wisconsin. LOL. I forgot who's in Wisconsin already. I think Darius is in Wisconsin. That would be Liquidator.
Liquidator. That's a cool ass name. I can't even lie to you, man.
Because it's not Liquidator, it's Lick Rate 3R. There's no
Yeah.
Liquidator there.
But Liquidator
Liquid.
sounds so cool though.
Yeah.
Especially in the trading scene. Who are you? Oh, I'm the Liquidator.
Liquid. He could have made it LIQ, Liquid, WID, 8R. That would have been Liquidator. Hater, yeah, that would have been Liquidator. Yeah. There's Liquidator, there's Butter Stunts. Every time Butter Stunts come in, I want to lick my fingers like I just had popcorn. I swear to God, it makes me feel like I just have butter on my fingers. Butter Stunts. Butter Stunts. He can do things with butter that no one else can. He can do butter stunts. Liquidity Raider.
That's not bad. I'd put it like that. Everything looks cool when you put an X in it.
That is liquidator. Liquidator.
Ah, nice, right?
Liquid extor. The fuck is liquid extor?
But no one would say X store. Everyone would know it's liquidator, just with the A instead of being X.
Liquid
He knows what I'm
extor.
talking about. He knows what I'm talking. You should put a poll.
Yeah.
See,
we
which
should
was
we should
cooler.
force him to change his name. What idiot? What alias should he use? Hey Garrett, same offer for you. We're in the public chat room of the Discord. If you're in the mood of popping in, you don't have to turn on your camera if you want. I think actually when you drop into the public room, your camera's not on by default. You actually have to enable it. You'll just have like a little circular icon or something. So if you just want to chat a little bit, you're all welcome to come in. Where is my graphics that I'm working on here?
Oh, work. Everybody hates it. Yeah.
I'm working on a man versus machine. So I trade manual and the bot, the Mad Mantonio bot. This is what's going to represent Mad Mantonio. Does it look like you?
A little bit, right? A
Mad
little bit.
Mantonio, that's going to be Mad Mantonio, the bot, and I'm going to be on the other side. It's going to be man versus machine. So, are there any others? There was this one also. I don't know if you could see it. If it'll grab it, let me see. Ah, there he is. The one that's a little crazier looking on the bottom. I think that one maybe is better. That's all ChatGPT, believe it or not. ChatGPT's gotten pretty damn good at graphics. Does anyone trade London? Yeah, I like to trade it once a week. I like to stay up and trade through the night. Oh yeah, you like the bottom one? Well, I guess we'll let Antonio choose when it comes time. Or I'll just choose for him. It's not going to say his name anyways. It's just going to be man versus machine or something like that. I don't even know why I waste my time on those things. They don't change anything. I don't even know if people.
Of course
Yeah,
they do,
once a
man. They
week.
change perspective. You know it matters. When you change perspective, it means everything.
Yeah.
You know, it might be kind of stupid, right? But you know how you can give a nickname to your what's it called? Your account on TopStep. I don't know if you can do that on any other account, but on TopStep you can give it like a nickname.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so usually I put something like very you know, uh not supportive but motivational, I guess. You know, like
Yeah.
get rich or get rich scheme or something like that, you know, and I mean it might be just, you know, a placebo, but it helps me out.
And oh, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. I thought you were gonna say something else. Like
Something more
I was
intelligent. I know, sorry.
no. I was thinking something around the lines of bringing in people to your stream. I thought like you were leading to that because these are
Oh.
thumbnails. This is like it's going to be a thumbnail for for my stream. So
Oh well, yeah, same thing. I mean, it's still like I said, it brings a positive vibe to your thing. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Different perspectives.
Um, once a week, any particular day? No, but usually Monday nights. I have the energy to do it, and then I need a day to recover. Last time I did it, I stayed till 4:30 in the morning, slept till 7, and then I logged back on at 7 because I wanted to run the bot starting at 7:36. I didn't realize, like an idiot, just just today I realized I don't have to wake up to run the bot. I can just keep the platform opened and set the timer. See, I don't know if you guys can see. Which chart do you see? Yeah, you should be able to see it. I don't know. It depends. I mean, if you're on a cell phone, maybe you don't see it, but the times are right here. Right now, it's 6:06 to 11:46 p.m. That's the trading time. So for the day session, I can put 7:46 a.m. till 11:46 a.m. and just keep the app running, the platform running.
Oh, that's crazy. You can. Oh wow, that's wild.
Yeah, there's an input parameter over here. Here, I'll open it up. Strategies. Edit. Oh, yeah, there's no trade now, so I can do that. Edit. You got to know all this. You're going to be the beta tester right here. So these are the parameters you're going to have to learn. These are the parameters that's why I don't want to put it in the Discord, because people aren't going to learn how to use them, and then they're going to complain when they're all they're doing is losing money. But yeah, you put the starting time, the ending time, the lot size, the offset. The offset is just how much better of a price you want to get when you're entering based on the official entry. The exit long offset and the exit short offset, that's how much better of a price you want to get once it closes out. I get, this way I try to chisel out an extra point. Those are in ticks. The period 13 you don't have to touch. I could have made that a variable instead of an input. And then the price channel period, which is 10. Again, really you shouldn't play with it. But if someone, see, the whole purpose is for people to eventually run it on maybe Strategy Tester or something. So then they can start testing different periods, different periods for the price channel, different periods for the bands. And maybe someone can come up with a much better number than even what we have.
Yeah,
because it's very time consuming. It's very time consuming to do all that.
Dude, trust me, I see you here every day.
Mm.
I understand the struggle. But I mean, usually when you do something like that, I feel like it's hard because people don't understand what they're actually doing. You have a really big not idea, but
Yeah,
you already know where you're headed. Yeah,
and I created it, so I know what everything does, and
yeah,
when
exactly.
you get it new, it's like, what does this do? What does this do? What's that doing?
Yo,
And the thing is also, it doesn't change your chart. When you change the settings for the price channel, like the price channel is the dotted line, not the solid line, not the solid bands. If you change it in the bot, it doesn't change it on your chart. So then you can start to get confused because you're looking at your price channel and you know how it works, but the trades aren't making sense. And fuck, I gotta change the settings manually also on the thing on the chart. Yeah, that's gotten me a few times. No, but for back testing, like I said, there's the thing, strategy analyzer just doesn't work well. I gotta spend time on how to use it. This thing here. Wait. Yeah, strategy analyzer. You're supposed to be able to load the strategy. See here, where's the strategy? What are we calling it? Yeah, demonomics or something.
what the fuck?
You don't ask. Really don't ask. I don't even know how that happened. Must have been in a bad mood. I can't.
Must have been a long night, right?
Yeah, I can't see which one it is. It's one of these four. Why do I have four? I'm only supposed to have. Oh, there's your Mad Mantonios. You can see. I think we're still in the same number, FF008, and then I changed the name. I don't know, but there's four. Actually, there's four versions of Mad Mantonio, and then four versions of the other one. I don't know which one it is, but anyway, you click this, you click the version, you enter in your parameters, and then you're supposed to click. Let me make it smaller. Click the run button, and it's supposed to give you the profits. Let's say for however whatever period you chose. Like let's say 3 months in the start date and end date. That's a great fast way to backtest, but the numbers are never accurate. If I compare it with what actually happened in the day, it's so off. And I think I told you, or I told Darius or Butterstunts, it's one of the reasons is you have to change the reference number for the back candles. You know, looking back, if you're running it live, the previous candle is 0. If you're running it in a back test, the previous candle is 1. So you need 2 versions. At least that's the way it seems to me. So if I were to give you guys the version for back testing, you wouldn't be able to use it for trading because it wouldn't read the candles right. Which is so stupid. I don't know why you would do something like that. I've coded for MT4, didn't have to do that. I've coded for Thinkorswim, didn't have to do that. I've done some coding with ChatGPT for PineScript for TradingView, didn't have to do that, but NinjaTrader in their wisdom, somehow you have to change the reference point to the previous candle if you're running it live or back testing. And it's not only my experience. You guys know Trader, what was his name? Not Trader Rob. Robert Anderson. Did you see the guy there? The futures journey of Robert Anderson. He was trading the red line, gold line strategy, which was just the 9 and the 21 period moving average. I think he would, when there was a break above, he would take the first retest. No? You guys don't remember Robert Anderson? Know of him? I see you shaking your head.
No, I just got into this, so definitely not.
No. Anyway, so he came the Death Cross. Yeah. Anyway, so he built a pretty decent following, like 7,000 people, and then he came out with, "Oh, I'm working with a guy from the Philippines or something. They're creating a bot." He had a grand opening. I think he sold it was monthly, $200, 100 copies. Sold it out right away. A lot of excitement over it, and that's also, I remember they were saying that if you want to back test it, you need a second version, and you were seeing that in the Discord. So that confirms that, at least for me, it confirmed that you need 2 versions if you're back testing. Yeah, you know what? I don't get why people charge so much money for NinjaTrader stuff as compared to MT4. You can get stuff for MT4 for like $19. And then if you want it for NinjaTrader, it's like $699. Everybody charges so much money for NinjaTrader. But then again, I never had issues with my MT4 stuff that I coded or partially coded using, like the same type of stuff I'm using to code for NinjaTrader. But NinjaTrader, I get a lot of inconsistencies. Like sometimes you just have to turn the thing on and off just for it to compile properly again. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess you can always find someone selling something for a lot of money, but in general, MT4 stuff and MT5 is EAs are a lot cheaper. I created some really good stuff on those. I had a 5-minute system that was really good. I liked it. No, never ever seen Quant Tower. Never even had it on my computer. Is it good? You guys like it?
I downloaded Quan Tower, and it looks pretty good, to be honest. I just feel like it's too much for me.
You had a hard
I'm not
time.
there yet.
You had a hard time saying that, Antonio. What state are you in? Oh yeah, it is good. I hate Tradeovate, so if you guys tell me Tradeovate is good, then you've lost credibility. Nah, I have a hard time with Tradeovate. I liked it initially, but it seemed like all my entries were delayed by a second or 2 seconds. And it wasn't just me. My son had the same experience. It's like, what? We were always confused on what's going on. I'm like, I clicked and I got filled at this weird price. Copier is awesome. In Quant Tower? Darius, confirm that what you said there, that the copier is awesome in Quant Tower. Butterstones, Quant Tower, there's not much experience on Trade of 8. I don't think anything beats your pills. I'm not sure, because I noticed the same thing on Pine Tree stream when he had Trade of 8 open. I even mentioned it to him one time. I said, hey, look, your spread is 1.5 points, and my spread is a quarter 50 in TopStep X. And then I opened up Ninja Trader with Trade of 8, and in Ninja Trader it was also quarter 50. And I said, okay, that's weird. Maybe it's the firm he's with. Maybe he's with Bulenox right now, or Take Profit Trader. So I opened up my Trade of 8, same Apex accounts, and booyah, my spread was $1. I said, whoa, that's weird. Trade of 8, the spread's $1. I said, okay, let me go back now to Ninja Trader. Same account, same firm, same everything. Spreads were quarter 50. Like right now, the spread is, you can see 50 cents, usually. 0.50, that's a 50-cent spread. 75.25, 50.0, so that there's 50-cent spread. I can see it automatically. TopStep actually lists the spread, and I can see the spread is bouncing between 50 3/4. But in Trade of 8, yeah, it was like $1.50. Go check out Pine Tree stream now and see. He always has Trade of 8 open. Go see if it's high. I don't know. It was the fucking freakiest thing. I said, holy shit, they're ripping you off by a point in and out. But it wasn't like that all the time. It was sporadically like that. Sometimes it was like that, and sometimes it came back down to...
Hey, do you still have a TopStep account?
I do. And you know what? I'm trading it calmly, smoothly. I'm at 52,550. I'm 450 away from passing. And I'm using the trade copier on another account that I added later, and that one's at 51,500, and it's just pure trade copy. I'm not even paying attention to it. I started it when the other one was at 51,000. So when I get to 53,000 on this one, the other one will be at 52,000. So yeah, that'll be cool. I don't know. I've been so irresponsible with all my, what do they call it when you go to live on TopStep or whatever?
Express?
Yeah, the Express. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't know how many I've had. I haven't had a lot of them. Maybe I've had 4. I think 3 of them I blew in the first day. I don't know what's wrong with me with the.
Dude, remember I told you I got that payout and I bought like 4 accounts and I passed them all and then I bought them all for the Express accounts.
Yeah.
And then that same week I blew them all. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Craziest week one of the craziest weeks I've had, honestly. But I mean, it's understandable for me on my end because I mean I just started this, you know what I mean? So I'm not really putting too much mind on my risk and management. But after that, definitely changed my perspective on how to trade.
Yeah, well, I'm not trading anymore without a PDLL. I'm done. Those days are over. Right now, my PDLL is $275 on the 50K account, and actually, based on my new numbers, it should be 350, but 275 is enough. I don't want to go down 275. You know what? If I go down 275, let me come back tomorrow. That's fine. That's enough. I trade 3.
I mean, that's the way to be, though. Honestly, that's the way to.
I'm trading 3 micros. 3 micros is $6 a point. 275. How much? 10 is 60. 6, 12, 18, 24. That's like 45 points, almost 50 points. If I'm net negative 45 points, I shouldn't be trading anymore for the day. That's enough. Yep, exactly. And actually, to be honest with you, I did that now with all my Apex accounts. They all have, not only do they all have PDLL set in Trade of 8, but they get adjusted. Like if I'm in a drawdown and I have less remaining trailing drawdown, in other words, let's say I lost 350, and then 290, and I only have 1,400 of trailing drawdown left, I'm lowering my PDLL. My PDLL now has 6 levels: 350, 290, 230, 170, and 110, depending on how much trailing drawdown I have left. So I set it up in Apex, but I didn't set it up in Bulenox yet. And I just got 3 new master accounts. So until I go into Rhythmic and enter in the daily loss limits there, I'm not even trading those accounts. Yeah, no more. That's it. No more of this revenge trading, losing your shit, and no more.
I gotta stop marrying trades. Honestly, I feel like that's my biggest downfall. Like I'm so confident on where a trade's gonna go that I just stay with it until the very end. That's the reason why I got out that short, because I thought the same thing was gonna happen again. I was like, it already gave me a reaction. I should just take this reaction and go with it.
That's
You know what I mean?
exactly when you said that thing about marrying trades, the first thing that was in my brain was bias. Bias is so deadly for me. When I form a
Yep.
bias and say, okay, you know what? We're above the previous day's high. We're going to trade higher. If I put that in my mind and then I take a long,
Woo!
then I take a long and it goes against me. Okay, but we're going to be trading higher. So even though it hit my stop, let me add to it.
Yeah. Let me just wait it out. I mean, it's a wick.
Yeah.
We can always get wicked. Yeah. Bullshit. Like what happens to me, man, is the funniest. I feel like it goes my direction for like maybe like 3 minutes, and then I get waked right back down. So I'm just like, okay, a little retest, going back up, and then it just flushes me out like on purpose.
Yeah. That's why I
Like
like
that
my
that
Renkos. There's no wicks. You don't get wicked out in Renko. You just get blocked
yeah.
out. Either
Yeah.
another block forms, but then that's your stop, so it's no problem. But when you look on a minute chart and you see the wick, you kind of
Oh
feel
my
you
God.
kind of feel like the body is the real candle and the wick was the we fucked you up the ass part of the candle. It's like it's a different feeling for me. I hate it when I look
It
on a
doesn't hurt as much.
when I look on a 1 minute chart and if I got stopped out and it's a wick, I'm pissed. But if it's a Renko chart and the block is there, hey, the block is there, the block is there. It took me out.
Yeah.
So I trade Lego blocks. Mm. But the thing is, you can develop statistics on these Lego blocks that you can't develop on 1 minute charts
Oh
because
no, for sure.
you can run numbers on how many times you get 2 blocks, how many times you get over 5 blocks, and you can run this for the past 2-3 years. And the thing that's crazy is you're going to see that it's consistent month after month after month, not day by day. Sometimes the day by day changes, but month after month, it's consistent. It stays the same. Volatility goes up, volatility goes down, whatever. It stays the same. These numbers, these probabilities stay the same. How many 1 blocks, just when you get just 1 block and then it changes colors, like let's see, right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Where's my screen? Let me open it up, move it over. Right here, you have one blue candle, you have one black candle. Then you have, well, I don't know what this is, 6, 7 black. But how many times you have 1? How many times you have 2? How many times you have 3? That stays the same. Even ChatGPT knows about it and knows the probabilities of these numbers. It's a little bit lower with ChatGPT because it doesn't filter for trend. I filter for trend, so my numbers are a little bit higher. But ChatGPT will tell you. If you say ChatGPT, what's the probability of getting a third Renko bar block in the same direction after you've had 2? It'll give you a probability. Yeah, and it is, and it holds. That's the thing. It's so easy to trade like that. Anyways, it is for me. Not financial advice, entertainment only.
Only trade sim.
Yeah. No, I'm not getting my data from ChatGPT. I have my data in a spreadsheet from live trades. It's hold on, I'll open up the spreadsheet for you. Yeah, no, I've been trading Renko bars for years. And I've done these spreadsheets many times. But the thing is, I wanted to get my son into scalping. So I told him the probabilities, and then we started creating a spreadsheet. And I already knew what the probabilities were going to be. but I wanted him to track it on a day-by-day basis. So here's the number. This is the one, Darius, that we're talking about here. This is where we just take the one trade, but invert it. In other words, when you go after a 3-bar retrace, there's a 34% chance that the 4th bar will hit, or will form. There will be a 4th bar. There's only a 34% chance. That means if you enter when there's 3 bars, you have a 65.4 chance of winning your trade.
Look at that pump.
Right? Are you following me? You have a 65% chance that it's only going to be 3 bars. You have a 34% chance that it's going to go for 4 bars. If it continues to 4 bars and you stop out, you lost 1 bar. If it reverses, you made 2 bars. This is a 65% chance of making 2 bars with a 35% chance of losing 1 bar. Now, if you look at the statistics, how it changes as I roll down, you know, oh, I didn't continue it. I only brought it up over here. But anyways, I have all these numbers here. These are the today's stats, like here. You'll see how it changes day by day. On this particular day, it was a 46% chance that you'd get a 4th bar. On this day, it was a 42% chance, 42, 37, 38, 37, 34. This day, there was only a 24% chance. 39, 46, 38, 39, 25. Let me see if I can find here. Here it was a 10% chance. Or only 10% of the trades went to 4 bars. Anytime it went to 3 bars, it changed direction. Only 10% of the trades went to 4 bars. 40, 43, 27. You know, so you see there is variance day by day. But when you run it cumulatively, and you're using the law of large numbers, it's 35%. And this is the 70%. When you hear me always saying 70%, this is when you go for continuation trade and you're going for a 2nd bar. There's a 70% chance that there's going to be a 2nd bar. So when I enter after 1 bar and I'm going for a 2nd bar, there's a 70% chance. Actually, at this point, it's 71.19. So that's how I develop my statistics. Well, it depends. It's a computer. You have to define what's a bearish day, what's a bullish day, and you have to define it in advance. You can't use hindsight. That 10% day was not a choppy day. It was a dead day. It was very quiet. There weren't a lot of trades. But you can see it basically bounces between 27% and 43%. Which is basically 8% above the 35% and 8% below. That's your range of variance. You can expect it to be 8 points below or 8 points above on any typical day. So 27 to 43. With a couple of outlier days every now and then. Yeah, you know what we were doing, me and my son, when I got him in, we were going for 7 bars. Let me open up the chart here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we were going for 7 bars. So the thing is, it's not a win or lose proposition, because if it doesn't go 7 bars, but it goes 5 bars, you still make money. If it goes 2 bars, you lose 1 bar, you see, because you enter over here. You enter on the first continuation bar, makes the 2nd bar, and then it changes directions. Since you entered here and you're exiting here, you lose 1 bar. But basically, you make money. You know, here, you made money here. It didn't go 7 bars. You lost 1 bar. But then when it goes 7 bars, you made 6 bars. This one, I think, went 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would get out on the 7th. Yeah, so that was 42 points we were going for, because when it goes 7 bars, you only make 6 bars because you have to let it go 1 bar. to enter. That's your entry. That's your trigger. Your entry here, and for it to go a total 7 bars, you make 6 bars. And my bars are 7. Well, okay, on Ninja it's 8, but we follow TopStep, and TopStep we're using 7 bar blocks. So we would take 42 points. We were having a great time, me and him, doing this. And have you seen the profit graph of this? No. Have you seen the profit graph of this? Have I showed you guys? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, that's how trading should be, actually. Let me show you the profit graph. No, but I'll open it up. Give me a sec. I gotta find it somewhere in here. I know around where it is, but. Okay, I found it. Let me see. I gotta make it small enough to fit on the chart. This is what you're seeing here. Let me see the screen. Hold on. Let me go over here and turn off screen 2. Get rid of that. And move it over a little bit. Nope, too much. There we go. Okay, so what you're seeing here, that's the equity curve. Yeah, after 3,000 trades. This is one lot, one micro, and the number you see on the side, hold on, let me get rid of account data. You got some, yeah, the screens are a little fucked up because of my OBS. Hold on. Let me get rid of account data. That'll clear it up. The numbers you see on the side are points, not dollars. Okay? This is 6,000 somehow, well, 6,500 points. Now, what you're seeing here is, look how they follow each other. This is if you go for 1 bar profit, 2 bars profit, 3 bars profit, 4 bars profit, 5 bars profit, or 6 bars profit. So if you're willing to have a lower hit rate, you'll make a shit ton of more money. My personality fits this one over here, the 1 bar profit. So I'm making almost 3 times less. But that fits my personality. It's very hard for me to hold for this. But if you're able to hold for this, you clean up. This is this is $13,000 of profit on a 1 micro. And if you look at the high water mark and the drawdown, it's not more than 500 points at any time. The biggest one I think is here, from 38.29 down to 35. So that's not even 300 points. That's not even $600 on 1 micro. And then you got 14,000. So now your next question should be, how long is this test? And I don't even remember. But this is something that, like I said, we're doing with my sons. Let me just go down and see. Okay, it started Monday, September 16th. I guess that's when my son started being interested in scalping. And this test goes up to March 7th. So September, October, November, December. September, October, well, half of September. So October is 1 month. Because from September to October, that's 1 month. Because it was mid-September. So October, November, December, January, February. 6 months. 6 months, $14,000. That means you're making about $2,000, $2,200 on 1 micro per month, with a drawdown of $600 per micro. So you can probably push this safely to 3 or 4 micros and make about $8,000 per month if you've got the balls to trade a system that will be 12% accurate. And we worked on the edge also. We worked on the mathematical edge. The math was over here. We ran the whole edge. We got it down for every trade. How many trades is this? Let me show you. The trades is we stopped tracking at 2,728 trades. It trades a lot per day. You have to realize that. Some days it's very active. You don't want to know how many times this trades. Sometimes. Now it's a lot quieter, but when we were in the high volatility part in March, if you look this day here, that my friends right there, that's 81 trades in the day. 18 times it went 1 bar, 22 times it went 2 bars, 11 times it went 3 bars, 7 times it went 4 bars. Your profit zone is these over here. So you would have made money on 14, 23, on 30 of the 81 trades you would have made money. You would have broken even on 11. You would have lost 1 bar on 22. And you would have lost 2 bars on 18 of the trades. But you would have lost 2 bars on 18 of the trades, but you would have made 6 bars on 10 of the trades. You would have made 5 bars on 4 of the trades. You would have made 3 bars on 9 of the trades. And that's why it's profitable. On this day here, on this actual day, the 6 bar profit made 273 points on a 1 micro. Here's your breakdown. You lost 252 points trading the 1 bar, or when it went 1 bar. This is just this one day, whatever day that is, March 7th. You had a loss of 252 points on the 1 bar trades, minus 154 points. 0 on the 3 bars. You made 49 points from the 4 bar moves. You made 126 points from the 5. That's 3 bar, 4 bar, 5 bars. When it was a 6 bar move where you make 5 bar profit, you made 84 points, and you made 420 points from 7 or more bars. Not 7, because we get out at 7. If it goes 7, if it goes 8, if it goes 9, if it goes 10, 11, 12, 15, whatever, we get out at 7. And from those moves, which is 7 bars or more, it made 420. Now, I was tracking all of them. What if you, well, as you saw from all my graphs, what if you went for a 5 bar profit? That day you made 259 points. If you went for a 1 bar profit, you made 189 points. So, if I just randomly choose a day, here, this is a day when you lose. Those are points. If you went for 1 bar profit, you lost 49 points that day, which is 49 points times 1 micro. That's $100. Minus 7. But if you went for 7 bars, which is a 6 bar profit, you made 91 points. This day was closed, obviously, zeros. On this day here, if you went for 1 bar profit, you made 7 points. If you went for 7 bar profits, you lost 56 points. So you get to see basically what the numbers look like. There's no crazy days if you size properly. Here's a big day, 196 points. Here's a bad day, minus 84 points. Another good day next day, or the day before that, 224 points. Minus 7, minus 84, minus 112, plus 56, minus 112. This is a drawdown. Minus 14. But here's the crazy thing. Here's the really crazy thing. When me and Alex started trading it hit a drawdown, and we bailed on it for I don't know how many months because, my dad, your thing stinks, and I don't want to do this. I even kind of lost confidence. I can't even blame him. I kind of said, oh, maybe things changed. I said, but it shouldn't, because I know these numbers. I know these numbers for years. And years, I'm telling you, I know these probabilities. But anyways, then we looked at it and said, holy shit, we just got involved at a peak, and had a drawdown. And it was about 300, 400 points or whatever per micro. But then it recovered, and it was so quick. And then it had some big days, and I said, holy shit, we bailed on it too quick. That was like in the earth. So September, you're talking October. You know, it was like just somewhere when we started. I think it was in the second week and when we started doing this. And remember, the reason why I brought this all up is because I was trying to teach him how to scalp. He was doing only ICT. And I said, you know, ICT, you're sitting there all day waiting for a trade. In the meantime, scalp. So that's how, you know, that's how this all came up. Okay, so I got a lot of messages. Is it on Discord? No, it's not. That's the equity curve. Yes. Holy crap. Damn, that's a pretty nice and steady curve. Yes, it is. That's awesome. That's making a decent living off micros. Yes, and if you copy trade, seriously, really, just you got to have the discipline to take your stops. Is it every trading day? Yes, it's every trading day. We never missed a day. I have the stats on every day. Over time, you will end up winning. Yes, it's the law of large numbers. Like if I look today, let's see what happened today. You know, and doesn't mean today could have been a losing day. That doesn't mean anything, but let me see what happened today. That's when you hear me click the clicker. Anytime you hear me click the clicker, I'm taking a trade that's based on that spreadsheet. And I'm trying to get my discipline where I take him, you know, really well. So today, the first move was a 5 bar. The second move was a 1 bar. The third move was a 1 bar. So 5, 1, 1. Then the next move was a 5 bar, then a 2 bar, and a 2 bar, and a 1 bar, and a 2 bar, and a 1 bar. Oh my God, we're losing money. I'm not going to trade this anymore. Yeah, but then the next move was a 9 bar, and then we had a 5 bar, and then we had a 6 bar, and then we had a 1 bar, and then a 2 bar, 3 bar, 3 bar, 2 bar, and that's it. That's 12 o'clock. So when you know what? When you hit a 7 bar and you make 42 points, and then you hit a 5 bar or a 6 bar and you make another 30 points, it cleans up, washes away all your losses of the 2 bar, 1 bar, 3 bar, of all the small ones. And yet, if you pay attention and you notice, we're trading here on this new system, which should be called Madman Antonio. It's actually trading the 2 bar, 3 bar stuff. And you can also make money there, so you can find how to work around and make those statistics work for you. Also at the 2 bar, 3, well, 2 bar not so good, but definitely the 3 bar. The 3 bar has a serious edge. That really seems to be the sweet spot, the 3 bar. The 3 bar reversal. And Antonio, are you looking at the no, it's not up. Let me open back up the Renko chart just to show you one thing. Hold on. Screen 2. Open it up wide. Big, oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I just wanted to show you something about what the offset means, but it just took it away.
That is crazy.
741 also, hey, what a weird time for that to happen at.
It's almost like it needed to close out something, didn't it?
Yeah.
Close out the 1 hour.
So yeah, basically you can trade the Renkos in both ways. You can find a way to trade them for continuation, but you can also trade them. This is the Madman Antonio system, is trading them on the assumption that they're not going to continue. So I'm defining this right here as a downtrend because we're under the bands. So I'm assuming that in a downtrend, it's even less likely that we're going to get continuation. So that's why I'm entering on 2 bars up. I'm going short. And then adding again when it's 3 bars up and stopping out on 4 bars up. And 4 bars up should actually have a less than 34% chance of hitting, because the 34% chance that you saw, that was with the trend. So against the trend, it should probably be about 2 percentage points lower. But the sweet spot really is the 3rd bar. Entering, when you have 3 bars up, enter on the 3rd bar, counter trend. So 3 bars up, you're shorting as long as you're with the trend. you're counter trend, but you're with the trend. Go figure that. You're shorting, you're with the trend, but you're waiting for a retrace or a pullback. 3 bars. So we got to get that. We got to get that looked into. I'll continue. Oh shit, no, we're painting our deck again this weekend. So I don't know. We'll see how much time I have. Maybe I'll wake up early and do it. Do an hour on Friday. I really want to test version 2. I'm curious. Compare it with the days that we did. And just for those of you who heard or didn't hear, I ran it on real-time charts there, whatever. I ran it, during the day on Monday, and then I ran it in market replay, and the numbers matched. So we can have confidence that the market replay numbers are accurate. Yeah, it's fun. I like creating strats. But most of them end up going in the trash bin. Well, that's true. It's hard to find a good idea. And it's also got to be an idea that, gels with your personality. Like I said, I had a really good system for the 5-minute charts, but I'm not a 5-minute chart trader. So, I followed it. I traded it a little bit. That was when I was trading Thinkorswim stocks, but it wasn't for me. I wish I remembered what it was, though, exactly. I don't have Thinkorswim anymore. I can't even go access my code. They closed it down in Canada completely. 100% gone. It was kind of a little bit based on RSI. I think if RSI was over 70%, and you got a 5-minute candle to close either below the body of the previous candle or below the low of the previous candle. Remember, RSI is above 70%, and we got a down candle. We would go long. We would take profit on the first profitable close of a 5-minute candle, whatever that close was. If it gave you a penny or it gave you $100, you'd wait for the candle to close. And your stop out was, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was if RSI got below a certain level, maybe the 50 line or the 40 line. But it was very accurate. It had a very high win rate. And the one thing I didn't like is sometimes the losers got large. When you got a runaway candle on the 5-minute and you have to wait, because you got to see where RSI is going to close. My goal is to eventually get 1 or 2 based on that type of day that I can just turn on when I don't want to be on the charts. No, you got to watch. You got to watch. You can't just turn them on. You got to watch. You got to watch, and you got to know what you're doing. I don't know if you do coding, but if you actually accidentally create an opportunity for an infinite loop error, when it just buy sells like 1,000 times in a second, because the conditions actually are being met, you'll clean out your, well, actually, if you get caught in that, you'll clean out your account even before you can react. But that's when you use on tick data, where every tick it's checking. So yeah, every tick it'll do it'll buy and sell, and you'll pay the spread. And during market hours, well, that's like, I don't know how many ticks there are in a minute, but it'll go fast, which is why I prefer systems that are, it only calculates one time on the bar's close. So worst case scenario, even if you have a coding error, you only pay the price one time when the bar closes. But news can come out unexpectedly. That'll screw you over. That'll make your jaw drop. There are dangers with these things. They don't tell you that when you buy a bot, but yeah, unexpected news can really fuck up your numbers. Yeah, tweet anything. Let me show you what it looks like. Now you guys know what the Renkos should look like. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me go to the news today. 8:30, right? F. See this? This is news. Let me make it even smaller. Actually, okay, yeah, there you go. That's news. Let me go to, yeah, right there. Okay, so if you happen to code a system, like look how many times you can get chopped in that little thing. Yeah, and this one isn't severe. I've seen it much worse than this. I've seen a series like of 100 or 200 lines like this. This is actually the market makers widening the spread. You see, it's price-based. Renko charts are price-based. They're not time-based. So what's happening is why it's printing out the bars like this is because it records a trade at 22.080, and then it records a trade at 22.65. 080, 65, 080, 65. And that's why it's vibrating back and forth like that. So what they did is they widened the spread. Every market order that comes in, they fill to buy. A market order comes in to buy, they're filling it at 22.080. A market order comes in to sell, they're filling it, they're buying it, right? A market order to sell, they're taking the other side and buying it at 65. And every market order that comes in to buy, they're selling it at 080. So they're profiting 15 points. They widen the spread, and they just suck up all the market orders, buying low, selling high to the people who want to buy, to the people who want to sell, and they clean up. Let's see what happened. That was Wednesdays. Let me see Thursdays if it was bad.
Hey,
yeah, you were going to say something? Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a bite to eat, so I'll be back on later.
Okay, I might quit, though, around 8 o'clock. But yeah, check in if I'm here. Sure,
All right,
come back in. No problem. Hey, thanks for showing up.
Bye.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't exaggerated today at 8:30. You don't see it. But some days it's crazy. Okay, so what do we got? Let me take a look again at the... Oh, I had a short trade. Could have gotten one bar out of that. Could have gotten the 7 points. Oh, it's true. I wanted to check. I don't even remember why I wanted to check, but I wanted to check if anyone's got a sale better than 80%. Apex discouraging 80% for another 12 days. We got to hope that they'll have a 90%. Any holidays coming up in the US? Apex likes to give 90% off when there's holidays. How's your son been doing with his trading? No, he bailed on the scalping. I'll tell you why he bailed on the scalping. He moved to his girlfriend's house. That's funny. He moved to, how long has he been trading ICT? Oh, now you're asking me to use my memory. You're going to make my brain explode. Let me see. Okay, first off, they're twins. So we're going to be talking about the guy that's scalping. With ICT, no, I would say he's about break even. And he has his own way of trading it. You know, he's yeah, they both trade. He's made it, he's made it his own, found his own setups. And if I had to be honest with you, I think they can be highly profitable, but like a lot of traders, they struggle with discipline problems, impatience, over trading, impulsive trades, and that's hurting their equity curve. But the guy with the scalping, he moved to his girlfriend's house, which leaves him with, and he doesn't have a TopStep account. We were using TopStep, and I've said it many times, and I'll say it again, and I'll always say it, the TopStep Renko charts are much more consistent and better to trade with than the Renko charts in Trade-of-8 or in NinjaTrader. You get more false signals, and even identical charts, identical block sizes, you'll get an entry on Ninja, but you won't get an entry in TopStep. And you get another, and it'll stop out. You'll get another entry, it'll stop out, and you're looking at your TopStep and say, holy shit, TopStep didn't even have an entry. So, yeah, he stopped the scalping because he didn't have access to the TopStep charts. It's not TopStep, it's TradingView. TradingView has a feature. There's a setting you can do to your Renko charts that makes them better. And what that setting is a 1 second delay. So you'll hear me say sometimes, like right now, it's going to give a short signal at 61. If we hit 61, you have a short signal on TopStep. I could see already on Ninja at 63, so it's going to give it 2 points earlier, which is kind of weird. So right there, that's how you can potentially get a false signal, because TopStep's waiting for 61. But that's not the real reason. In TopStep, there's a setting that you have to choose. You have to set this to something, and I set it to 1 second. 61 on the offer has to hold for 1 second before TopStep will print the bar. So if it just dabs it and then goes back up, you won't get a bar. So it's kind of confirming the signal for at least one second before it gives it to you. And it's only 1 second, but it says, you know what? Let me just see for 1 second that it stays there. That price holds it for 1 second. And that 1 second makes all the difference, believe it or not, which is why all my trades, you'll always hear me saying, off the TopStep chart, okay, TopStep just entered. That just means that the Renko chart on TopStep X. But I can't put it up over here, so on my screens, unfortunately. So you guys don't get to see it. Took a winner on gold, hoping to turn this losing streak around. Could have held it longer. Again, like Antonio, could have held it longer. Yeah, I want to go back to trading gold. Fuck, I enjoyed it. Vinny E. Mini and his Algo Box trading system. Wow, that really sounds familiar. It really does. Oh yeah, I'm guessing he uses the Ninja Renko. Those are the half Renkos. I mean, you could set them up anyway. Duplicate new tab. Let me just show you here. I have the Ninja Renkos also. Let's say I like 40-20. Oh, okay. I got to fix this chart so it looks proper. You're not seeing it seeing it right at all right now, so close your eyes, because it'll mislead you what you're seeing now. It's not how they are. Let's make it black for the down bars. Let's make it blue for the up bars, just like the other one. And the candle wick, let's make it black. And 2. Apply. Oh, let's make the candle width. Where's the candle width? The brick size, the candle width. Oh, I'll make it 4. Good enough. Apply. Well, not fat enough. 6. Apply. There we go. Okay, so they're a little bit different if you look. And there's wicks. And they overlap. It's it's a hybrid Renko. That's it. There's overlap in these. But a lot of people like to do this. Okay, take a look at the way this chart is right now. Let me open it up. This is just today's trading right there. What you see. Yeah, they are. Well, here, this is there. See the difference? No overlap. This is Renko, and this is they're called mid Renkos, Ninja Renko. For Ninja Renko is a guy Ninja or whatever. He has a website, and a lot of people use his version of it. So I knew them as mid Renkos or mid range Renkos. But the thing is, a lot of people like to use it like this. Hold on, let me just show you. Ooh, look at this move down again. Data series. Okay, so the numbers, if you can see on the 1 minute chart there, is 40-20. But watch what happens if I change it to 40. Well, a lot of people like this. They like 1/10. And now they say, "Oh my God, look how great these trends are." There it is. Oh no, there it is. There's the setup. Look at that. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Look how so easy to make money. No, it's not. Because these things move at the speed of lightning. You can't get in. Look at that. Look how fast these bars form. Look at that. Tell me you're going to get in when the first bar changes. No fucking way. Here, now you have an opportunity. But the thing is, and each one, look at that. Look, did you just see how 7, 8 bars just formed in a flash? But a lot of people like to show these bars and make it look like, oh my God, look at that. Look at the continuation. I could make 30 bars. Yeah, try to get in. It's not realistic. You can't make 30 bars. And the thing is, when you lose, every bar is 4 points in this case. 4 ticks, 1 point. But when you lose, did you see that? Yeah. So tell me you can get in on these kinds of. So when you see the Ninja Renkos or, yeah, it's impossible. When you see people showing Renko charts like this, forget it. It's nonsense. You can't trade Renkos like this. They look great. You're saying to yourself, wow, that's 8, 9 bars. I could have made money with that. No, you couldn't. There's no way you're getting in. There's no way you're getting in. Not unless you're trading on a really, when the volatility's dead. Yeah, maybe it's good. Like, let's look at the beginning. We don't even know. But let's go to 6 o'clock when the market's just opened. Yeah, maybe you could have, taken advantage of this. Who knows? We don't know. We'd have to see. And I'm going to keep this here, actually. And I'm going to make it a little less aggressive. So let me go to data. Let me make it 2 points for each. So we'll make it 48. 8, that means 8 is 8 ticks, 2 points. Apply. And we'll check it tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Friday. We'll check it during quiet hours. Maybe pre-market tomorrow. And we'll see. We'll take a look. But I like 40-20. So it's half. It's half the bar. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just crazy fast. Like multiple bars form in a flash. But we are getting a decent move here. Oh, shit. Okay, let me go back to my system. Okay, my system here. We just got a profitable trade. Let's go back to my Renkos, because the other Renkos serve no purpose right now. But here on these Renkos, what you can do is, like I could take a trade if I can get in on a bit of a retrace, like, okay, they were blue, get in short. And if a blue bar forms, I get out. But if it continues to go down, and that's a blue bar, and I get out. I go in the bid. Come on, take me out. Ah, it's running away without me. Let's go. Go lower. See, that's what happens when you don't get out with market orders. Okay, let's go. Take me out. No, still no. Still chasing. Take me out. Okay, there we go. But anyways, that was my point. My point, which didn't really get to be shown, but it's slower. Like, you can react with the inside the bars here. I could make decisions. Again, now, it's blue. I got a blue bar. Now I got a red bar. Let me do blue. A little bit. It keeps changing directions on me. You bugger. Let's try and catch a winner on this. Can we get some continuation at some point? A little bit? Come on, form a second bar. Second blue bar. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Wow, you're going to take me again. Okay. Let's keep adding. Is this going to cost me? Am I in the green? And that's how you scalp Renko. Was that a good example? I don't even know. It was a little hectic, but still. Wow, what the fuck is going on? Look at these trades. Holy shit, I gotta try and take advantage of this guy, sorry. Sell market on the next red. That's the next red. Oh shit, it went blue already. That one didn't continue. We are below the band, so we're looking for red, but you see how we got a red there, or a black? I didn't get it on TopStep X. Now TopStep X is bullish. It's over the bands, but there it's not over the bands. So now I'm waiting for continuation to the upside. And since I'm waiting for continuation to the upside, I have a blue candle there. I'm going to see, hopefully it'll continue. Nope, black, got to get out. All that scalping and I barely did anything. Red, I'm not selling the bluish into the red, assuming for continuation, because I'm looking at TopStep. TopStep is bullish before I was buying. Ooh, I missed that. That was quick. Hey, 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 hey. Don't run away without me. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous to trade now, actually. Very fast markets. Actually, it's the fast markets that I love because Renko makes it very easy to trade fast markets. Let me try again to get in on a 70. See, right now 700 is the last bar. If I get in at 93 or better, I'm taking small risk. The algo went long. And the algo took a loss. So the algo's up 54. I'm up 81. Let's take a 4-lot here. Oh, no, you went against me. I'm not red yet. Okay, I'm not red yet. Let's try again for another push up. Go, 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 go. I'll let this one run a little bit if I can. No, you're going the wrong way. Hold on. Add. Out. Go, 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 go. Push, push, push. I'm watching. I want the blues to continue. Push, 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 push. No. 79. Fuck it, I'm going to take it. I'll take it. There'll be another one. And here, now you can see how 81 trades in high volatility can happen very fast, right? Now you get an idea of how a certain day, a certain type of day can give you 81 trades. Yeah, no noise, definitely. Now, this is rare that the markets are this fast. But if I'm just watching TopStep, let me see, since the volatility increased, it happened at 8 o'clock. Oh, the Asian Open. Something must have happened. Must have been news in the Asia. 1959, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades in the last 9 minutes. So 1 trade per minute, because the volatility increased. So now you can see how, on a volatile day, how you can hit 81 trades. 81 trades is rare. To be honest with you, the average is about 17 to 15 trades from 9:30 to 12. What did I say? 17 to 20 trades, or even less. I would say 15 to 20 trades. 17 trades. I used to tell Woodchip 17 trades. You can expect 17 trades on an average day. Yeah. And that means that some days it's going to be quieter and some days it's going to be noisier. That's all. Now we're below the bands on TopStep, so TopStep is taking shorts, but Ninja's not yet below the band. So somehow Ninja is faster but slower. Go explain. Okay, let me take a short. Hopefully the red will continue on the Renko. I haven't been lucky with this. I'm going with the TopStep direction. I'm short a 2-lot. Anything over 20 bucks should be good. I had an opportunity to take 30 even, and I didn't. Now I'm going to take a loss. Well, maybe not. I'm not crazy about it. Take a little bit out. It's really good for scalping also. And that's how I make. It's very easy to make 50 to 100 bucks per micros, just scalping the blocks. You can scalp the noise. I used to tell my son, I used to call it vibration. The vibration is between the bottom of this block and the top of this block over here. When it turns blue, but it doesn't form, like right now it's blue, sell. And if a blue block forms, then you get out. But if a blue block doesn't form and it continues lower, okay, now you would cover. You would take a loss. You should only be selling because you're below the band, so you shouldn't buy this noise. But right now, this would be buying vibration because it's black. We're in an uptrend because the last bar was blue, but this is black. That means we're a little bit down. So you try to get in around the bottom or the 75% mark of the previous bar. You stop out if it changes directions and you ride it. So you're limiting your risk to about 1 bar and a quarter. But if you're good at holding and you catch a good run, you can catch 5, 6, 7 bars. I don't know if I'm explaining it properly. Like, again, there, buy right now. If it forms a black bar, you get out. But you're trading the vibration. This is where you want to buy because it's not a black bar yet. It only gets a black bar if it gets all the way down here. It will form the black bar. This is just the vibration of the market. And when it turns blue again, you get out. So you'd be long if it goes blue. Just got to get up. Just got to get up over this bar here. Right now, what we're seeing is the vibration. See, and even now you have a chance. This is 8 points, this bar. So right now, that's 5, 6 points right there. 7 points. And now you can do it again. It vibrates lower. You go long. Go long. Goes back to the top of the bar. Get out. And you can set up an ATM to go for 4. Get out right there. Comes, vibrates back down to the bottom of the bar. Get back in again. Yeah, it's coming. It's vibrating back down. Long. Go long. Goes to the top of the bar. Get out. Get in. Get back in again. Long. Get out. Look how many times you can work one candle just with the vibrations. And every time you're limiting your risk to just 1 bar, approximately. That was exciting. Get in long. No, don't follow, don't listen to me. Don't take my trades. I'm not a licensed professional. This is for entertainment only and educational purposes, but you get the point. Right there. That's kind of there, long. Okay, if it forms a black bar, you get out. That's your stop. But if it goes back to the top of the bar, get out. You just made 8 points. Do it again. That's what I call trading the vibration. Because the price is vibrating from the range at the top of this bar to the bottom of that bar. But it's a bullish vibration. So every time you get a bearish vibration, you get in. Because the bullish vibration is going to continue to the upside. And that is some high frequency scalping. And you got to use an ATM. Actually, what you got to use is an ATM, and you got to use limit orders. Or you got to code it. So what you would do is you would say buy, these are 8-point blocks. So when a bar closes, blue, buy, wow, that was a nice move. You see what happens when you catch moves like that sometimes? You got in on a vibration, what just happened? They just froze the market for 8 seconds. Whoo! And another close of the market. Wow. I'm really curious to know what's happening. That was a winning trade. TopStep is long. Kind of worrisome, but TopStep is long. I'll buy the vibration lower. Let's see what happens. Get out. I'll try it again. Buy the vibration lower. I didn't get filled. I'm filled on 1. Come on, go up, 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 go up. 8, 9, 2, 7, 10. That's $20. Try and take that. There's the vibration lower again. Oh, nope. See, I didn't even have a chance to get in. I would have been a loser. I didn't even have a chance to get in. I saved myself a loss. Now I can say sell the vibration to the downside because that's but we're above the band, so it's bullish. You kind of really don't want to do that. You want to wait now for another bullish bar to form, the blue bar, and then, continue trying to do that again. Even though you see how it would have worked out? Doesn't mean anything. But again, look at the opportunities. And now we're in a fast market. When the market is slow, you have the same opportunities when the market is slower. And it's much easier to get into them. And the same thing happens. The same probabilities play out in a fast market or in a slow market. The probabilities of the number of bars and the continuation never changes. And that's what I love about Renko. It's so consistent. I mean, I don't have to look at whether or not context is good. Context is good. Like you don't want to be buying. Let me give an example. You don't want to be buying just as you're trading up into the previous day's high, because you're probably going to get stopped out. When we trade up into the previous day's high, you're going to start seeing some selling. So if you get a buy signal, you just let it go. Use your head. Context is important. If we're doing a gap fill, we opened 40 points below the previous day's close and we trade all the way up to the previous day's close. Don't really be trading longs there at any, wait till it moves away and then jump right back in. Just don't trade this kind of system or this kind of trading when you're at critical levels. Which is funny because that's when all the other people are jumping into critical. You're trading in the middle of in the middle of the levels. Okay, we're short again. Let me short. Let me get out. No, come on, get me out. Let me try and short again. That cost me a lot. The system, the one you see on the bottom, is my algo, actually. It's suddenly very active and losing a lot of money. You know what? I'm going to take this short here because we have a 3-bar move here. So I'm going to go with the probability that that's the end of the move, because we are under the bands both on TopStep and under the other one there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Form the bar, form the bearish bar. Let's go. Extend shit. I had 40 bucks. I should have taken it. Buy bid. Boom, 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 boom. 19, 20. Oh shit. I have a trade on TopStep. Oh, well, I have to take this even if I lose. Even if I lose, I got to take this trade. Okay, back to plus 189. That was it. That's the end of the 3-bar move. It got reversed. Wow, this is fun showing you guys, showing people stuff about Renko and actually having people interested, because I feel like I'm the only one doing it. And I don't know why, because it really makes trading a lot easier, especially once you code in some indicators that give you directions of trend, you know, like I got the down arrows, and I used to code, you know, check the trend, the swing lows and swing highs, and I would color the background red or green, so I knew I'm just looking for it. I wouldn't even have to think, you know, wouldn't even have to have the bands up. I can just look at the color and decide whether or not I wanted to take a trade and which direction. Let me sell over here. A 2-lot. Let's see if I can pull 20 out of this. Oh, no, it went blue. Got out, lost 40. Let's get under 63 bid. Take me out. 222. Ooh, went a lot nicer. Went a lot more. I can sell here. Let's get under. Come on, push, push, push. I'm not even watching right there. 257. I'm watching it on TopStep, actually. TopStep is going through a little bit of a retrace now. That's a 3. That would have been a good short right there. Very small risk right there. Stopped out. That would have been very small risk, though. That would have been a good trade. Wow, this is really interesting movement here, eh? And the props don't have an issue with the style of trading. Might be a dumb question. Just never heard anyone talking about anything but Renko. Well, MFFU has a rule that your trades have to be 15 seconds. So you want longer trades? My Renko is 32. Just go into your data and change your Renkos to, let's say, 60. 60 would be 15 points. Apply. Okay, and watch, you'll have less bars. Wait, it's still loading. There you go. So you have less bars here. So it takes longer for a trade to form, but the numbers are the same. Yeah, the probabilities are the same. You just don't want your bar too small because slippage and commissions will eat too much into it. So minimum 7, well, minimum, I don't know, minimum 7. For me, minimum, if I was giving advice to my son, minimum 7. I use 4 and 5 sometimes, but I often leave it because I say it's too fast. It's like those funny Renkos I showed you. It's too fast, and the slippage is too big a part of your profits or your losses. You know, instead of losing 6, you're losing 8. Instead of making 4, you're only making 2. You know, like it hurts you too much. So you want your bar size to be decent. But yeah, you want longer trades, just increase the size of your bars. I like, you know, my sweet spot is 7. But on Ninja, because of the false signals, I make it 8. But TopStep is using 7. So when I'm making decisions on TopStep, like soon TopStep is going to go short. Ninja's short already. And TopStep went short after. But like I said, you get a lot of false signals on Ninja. Yeah, the stats are the same. They never change. It's crazy. You can make your bars one point. You can make them 40 points. The stats pretty much stay the same. Now that was a little bit of an exaggeration because of course 40 points, if you're going for 7 or 8 bars, that's 280 points. You're not going to catch a lot of moves like that. What I really meant, like within reason, like anywhere, a range from like 2 to 10 points, 13 points, 2 points to 13 points. The numbers the probabilities will be there. Okay, I have a short trade. Let me add. Come on, get back down. Get back down. There we go. Get out a little piece, maybe get a better price. And take out another 40 bucks. 298. No, 284. Nope, I tried. I can't. Because you don't have that 1 second setting like you do on TopStep. TopStep waits 1 second. Sometimes it can run away without you, but big fuck. I would rather miss a winner than have a whole bunch of false signals that cost me money. Because sometimes while it's waiting that 1 second, price continues. And you say, okay, I missed it. So what? You missed a trade. It's not like I wait 4 hours for a trade, I don't really care if I miss one. I know on my next one, the probabilities and the statistics are the same. One bar is no different than the other. So it doesn't matter if I missed one. I'm going to have 80 more. You know? Come on, sis. Come on, algo. If the algo can grab this profitable trade right here, it will have recovered its losses now that the volatility's come down a little bit. Like if you're getting 2 trades a day and you miss one, or 1 trade a day and you miss one, holy crap, you're going to want to throw your monitor against the wall. So you can't really have something in there that's going to potentially cause you to miss a trade. Ah, bugger. Oh, shit. There's a problem with the code. See? 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 It's supposed to be out of the short trade. Why is it not getting out? There's an error in the code somewhere. Not even sure I know how to fix that. TopStep is short. Can I get a better price? Yeah, that's it. See that? It went 8 points. And the time that I said, can I get a better price? It went 8 points. And I missed it. Let me trade a vibration trade here. There we go. That should be about 20 bucks. Maybe not. Maybe it was 10 bucks. Let's try another one. Right there. And go down now to the bottom of the candle. And get out. Come on, go down to the bottom of the candle. A little bit. Like you can chip away an account. Chip away. You can nickel. That's a better expression. You can nickel and dime your way up, trading very low risk, never damaging or harming your account, and nickel and dime your way up during the day, just doing these micro scalps, and never taking big risk. But again, the discipline is the issue. You got to be super disciplined, and I'm working on it. Oh yeah, you need a trending. Trending is much better. No, trending is better. Trending is definitely better. Yeah, when you got, you know what, like the sweet spot is right about now. The ATR is the blue the average true range, the range of the 1 minute candles right now is 30 points. 30 points, 20 to 30 points is the sweet spot. It really is. 10, 11, 12, it's low, it's tough. 40, 50, like we just saw before, it's hard because the markets move. I enjoy the speed. I enjoy the speed. The thing is, I play market replay. I do, market replay where I actually manual enter, and I do it on 20, 30 times speed. So I've practiced trading where every second, 30 seconds of bars go by. I don't know if you get my point. Like a minute passes in 2 seconds. And I practice trading in that environment almost 4 times a week now for more than a year. So I'm very experienced at trading super fast bar movements. But there's a delay. There's a delay, like from the time I see it to the time I click, that's a half a second. That means 20 seconds of bars passed. So, you get hurt, you get slipped. But the thing is, I learned how to react and how to deal with it. Because it's going to happen in fast markets also. Yeah, you put it this way, you're not getting the price that you want almost ever. But, that's the world I practice in. Well, this is a shame. It's missing, the algo. There's one problem with the algo. I said it's missing a lot of winners. That should have been a winner. There's a piece of the code I got to change. There's really a piece of the code I got to change. It's hurting performance. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. It's not bad, 3:15 for the evening. That was a fun little spurt. And I'll take a 2-lot right here. Yeah, I'll take a 2-lot. Let's see if I get stopped out. My finger on the buy bid. Hopefully we can go down. Add a little bit more. Go back up, sell again. Finger on buy bid just in case I get stopped out. Markets went down. Fill me. Come on, fill me. Oh, it's too bad it didn't fill me. I could have gotten back in again. Don't like it anymore. Get out. Come on, take me out. I don't like it. Away. Come on, just vibrate. See, that's what I say. Just vibrate, take me out. I don't like the short anymore. There we go. Cancel that order. I don't like the short anymore. I wanted a vibration out. I don't know. I'd have to check. Hold on. It's taking a really long time to open up the editor. Because Ninja, as far as I can figure, compiles everything you have when you try to open up these things. New Ninja script editor. Sorry. Did we take a profit? What's going on? Unrealized 181. Hey! Look at that. It went green, 186. Thing's not opening. Hold on. Booyah. Okay. Okay. So let me see I have Metronomics, Renko 2, and Renko time. I was trying it. That's why I have 4 versions. The 4th version is on time. I was trying it on a time chart. Okay. Next. Still waiting. Are we down? We lost again. There we go. It took forever to open up. I don't know, 241, but like some of these things, they open up into more stuff that there's compartmentalized. But Ninja Trader does most of the hard lifting, to be honest with you. I don't even know if that showed up. Let me do it again for you. I might have been on the wrong screen, or it might have been in the wrong place. Yeah, I think I was in the wrong place. Let me make it a little bit smaller and bring it up. There we go. Pull it up a little bit. There. Now you can see the code. If I go here, get rid of screen 2. I can drop this down a little bit. So yeah, like I said, it's 242, but there's some pieces that just get compartmentalized, and like I said, Ninja Trader does the heavy lifting, and like that subcode inside a section. I don't know. So you get an idea of what. But I've explained to you also, I don't want to mislead you. Like that's how because I don't know what you meant by when you're saying how many lines of code. I don't do it there. What does that mean? If you go into, hold on. I was showing Mario. I think it was Mario or Antonio. I don't remember anymore. I do it here. Strategy builder. Watch. New strategy. Okay? Very simple. Am I on the right screen? Hold on, I got to see that you're seeing it. Yeah, new strategy. Okay, next. Now we name it. Let's name this one FF. That's how I start them. 009. Let's call this Darius. Just as a test. Darius test. There, the code has a name. Next. On bar close. Like I said, if you don't want to have the infinite loop, you do it on on bar close. If you don't even take the risk. If you go on each tick or on price change, you have a chance for that infinite loop that'll clean your account out, because on every tick, it will buy and sell if you have an error in your code, or if the code actually happens to do that. You didn't think of it. You didn't realize that condition would cause that. On bar close. Next. Additional data. I'm not going to explain what it is. Next. Inputs and variables. So here you go add. Name. We create the name. Lot size. That's going to be the lot size. I mean, I could call it lot size Darius. You can call it anything you want, but you make it an integer. You have to know what integers, Boolean, double, string, integer, and time is. Boolean is true, false. Double means there's a decimal. Integer, no decimal. String is text, and time is time. Very easy. So lot size is an integer. So lot size 1. It's going to be micros. I don't need a minimum. Get rid of it. Okay. So that's where you create your inputs. I'm not going to explain variables. Next, and here you can create your conditions, like if. So add if, let's say we want to identify an up bar. Price, so the close, for an up bar, the close has to be above the open. Close greater than price, the open. There, so you create your conditions. If close is above the open, if the time is after 9:30, if the open is above the moving average, you just create your conditions like that. And then do the following. You go do the following: order management, enter a long position, and your quantity set. And you go to your inputs that you created. Lot size Darius, okay. Okay, when you're finished creating your thing, you click compile. I don't know if you can see compile at the bottom. Let me bring it up. You click compile and it compiles it for you. Cancel. So it's not difficult to create these things. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to do all that. I can check YouTube. I don't know what that means, but yeah, you can check YouTube. Yes, you can check YouTube. I should create a few videos on writing your own strats and indicators, you know? Like, look how simple this is. Watch this. Here's the 1 minute chart. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. New strategy builder. Takes a while because it's got to compile everything that I have. So I click strategy builder. We're just waiting for it to load. There it loads. New strategy, but it doesn't have to be a strategy. It could be an indicator, but they just call it strategies. Next. Now I name it. FF009 color. Next, on bar close, next. We don't even need inputs. Next, watch this. Add. If price, close. If the close is, sorry, not greater than, less than indicator, I'm going to find VWAP. I have it somewhere. So if we're less than VWAP, watch how you can create a, there's VWAP, there's my VWAP band. So if price is less than VWAP, add drawing. I could change the color of the background. So a set background color, and I'll make the, because it's short, we're below VWAP, make it salmon. Okay, compile. Watch, it's compiling. Doom. We're waiting for it to compile because it's compiling everything, not just this one. I don't know why. Okay, so there, I compiled it. So price is below VWAP. VWAP is my blue dash line. So if I load that strategy, what do we call it? FF09 color. There, FF09 color. I load it on Sim 1. And I enable it. Okay. And there you go. As long as price is below VWAP, it's going to color it salmon. Here, price is above VWAP, so it's not colored salmon. That's below VWAP. Here, price was, oh, there we go. Price is above VWAP. VWAP is the blue dash line. So it's not salmon. Price got below VWAP, and it's colored salmon. So you can create your own little indicators and stuff, you know, so you don't even have to think. You just know, okay, when it's, I know I like to trade short below VWAP, so I don't even have to, are we below VWAP? You don't even have to look, because sometimes you get far away from VWAP and it's not on your screen anymore. You really extend away from VWAP. So here I know, you know, I know that, like, if I really open up my chart, there, where's VWAP? It's not on my screen. Oh, there in the top corner. But if I go like this, it's not on my screen. But I know that since my background is salmon, I know that we're below VWAP, and I can code it. I just make one more, and I say if price is above VWAP, color the background green. So I don't even need VWAP on the screen anymore, and I don't even have to think. I can just look at the color of the thing. Very easy to do stuff. Yeah, very easy to do stuff. Now I got to go delete that because I don't want that in my thing. Color. Disable. Remove. New strategy builder, and I'll just show you 2 seconds how to remove it. Open up strategy builder. You just come back here, find your strategy that you created. There it is. I think you can see it. Hold on, let me bring up my thing. FF09 color right there, and then you go over here, remove, and I don't want it anymore. Delete. It's gone. It's not even in my archive anymore. Cancel. Oh, not, well, cancel. I removed it. Doesn't matter that I click cancel. The algo is up 268. It recovered. It was down 500, I think, during the craziness. And it's, and it recovered. It's up now. Should I take this trade? Maybe, eh? What are we trading? Let me take a look. Well, we still haven't broken above previous swing high. Now, maybe, though, if we get a close above it. but we can still take profit and then close above it. Tempting. Oh, you don't see the you don't see screen 2 anymore. You don't see the Renko charts. The trade. Okay, that was fun, guys. I think I'm going to call it quits after this trade here on the algo closes. My daughter just came home. I'm going to go spend some time with her. It's 8:43. Let this trade close. What's going to happen? You know what's going to happen if it closes and it loses? We're going to be in the red. Or no, break even. I don't want to break even. 300. The algo ends at 300. Day's over. Thanks for showing up. Hit the like button. Use code FLOOR if you guys are thinking of getting any accounts with Apex or who's the other one? Bulenox. Bulenox is 83% off now. Apex is 80% off. Like I said, I never got into NinjaTrader. I didn't know they made it easy. Like, yep, I'm going to get into this more. I appreciate you sharing for real. Thanks a lot. I'll be streaming tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. And thanks for hanging out, Darius. Garrett, if you're still there. Butterstunts, thanks for hanging out. And, yep, have a good night. Until tomorrow morning.
Let's